Hello guys, you're watching Joseph TV show. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to like the video and also to leave the comment down below there. You are watching Joseph TV show, the place to be.
Like, oh guys, we are now becoming a minority, especially when Barack Obama was elected in the United States. And this debate came into the forefront to say, how did we elect a black man to be president?
Was an act of violence, and I'm tired of acting like it wasn't. He is not a first-time candidate. Everyone is well aware of the hate that he has for people that are not white, straight, Christian, male. He has had more than enough time to show you.
I'm sure you're all wondering what's going on with white South Africans moving as refugees to the United States. All this noise about white South Africans being persecuted and all that. I'm here to tell you exactly what's going on. There's no white people being persecuted in South Africa. There is nothing like that. And these are not refugees. These are not immigrants. These people are moving to the United States on invitation by President Donald Trump of the United States. At the same time, the same President Donald Trump, he is busy deporting people who are not white from the United States, and he's inviting people who are purely white back in the United States. Do you know exactly what's going on here? There's something going on here. It is all connected to MAGA, Make America Great Again. Now, by now, if you don't know what Make America Great Again means, after you watch this video, you should understand exactly what Make America Great Again means. There was a time when 99% of the 95% of the population of the United States used to be white, pure white, pointed nose and blue eyes. But now, the population of the white race in the United States is 54%. That's a huge drop. And the white race in the United States is shocked and startled and threatened by this. Like, oh guys, we are now becoming a minority, especially when Barack Obama was elected in the United States. And this debate came into the forefront to say, how did we elect a black man to be president? Something's going on, you know? And since Barack Obama, there's been a deliberate campaign in the United States to make America white again. That's why Trump makes so much sense. He's a dumb kind of guy. He's a funny guy. He's kind of floppy and kind of low IQ-ish. But they love him. And you wonder how they love such a guy. He's fat, you know, and Americans are very, very careful in choosing their president. They don't choose, they want to choose someone who eats properly, who's got a proper weight, but Trump is fat. Americans are very careful at choosing a president. They want a family man, and Trump, you know, he's been married like a couple of times. He doesn't fit the, you know, the profile of an American president. And if you look at everything about Trump, you know, he's not religious. You know, of course, he lies that he is evangelical, but he's not religious. So he does not fit the profile of an American president. But all of a sudden, everybody in the United States, all white people in the United States, they love him. They want him to be president. And you wonder why. Is make America white again. That's the agenda that drove them to Donald Trump, because that's what they believe, that the white race is becoming minority from 95% to 54% in 2020. That's quite serious, you know. And when you see Donald Trump deporting people of color out of the United States and importing white race, you know, you have to understand how the United States was created. The United States was created by encouraging migration of white people only from Europe to the United States. And there was great migration of white Europeans from Europe straight to the United States. They were invited, they were putting adverts out there in magazines and TV and radios, out there in Germany, in Britain, in Ireland, everywhere in Europe, encouraging white people to go to the United States so that they can grow the white population. And this happened some 200 years ago, 150 years ago, and 100 years ago. They wanted to boost the white population to make sure that they populate America and make America white. And they succeeded. And that's what we call America now, the United States. And now Trump is reviving this dream, reviving this agenda of making America white again. So that's why you're seeing those so-called refugees coming from South Africa, white refugees, white asylum seekers, white immigrants, I don't know what to call them, but they have to have something to pretend is happening. Like, okay, they're being persecuted, they're being murdered in South Africa, there's crime, they're targeting them. So, they have to make it look like, that's how politics work. They have to look like something is happening. We have to say we are saving them, bringing them over to safety. But the actual fact is they're making America white again. They are bringing in white immigrants and deporting non-white immigrants. And that's what making America great again is all about. So if you're black, anywhere you are, and you are a supporter of Trump, it means you don't know this fact. You don't know this fact. So most of the black people around the world are very religious, and when they hear Trump saying he's anti-gay, they're like, oh yeah, he's evangelical, he loves Israel. They're, oh yeah, we're behind Trump. They are misled. You are misled if you're black and you're MAGA. You are misled, because what it really means is making America white again. And you, sir, are not needed in the United States. You, sir, are not needed among the Trump supporters. When they see you, they targeting you. You are the reason why Trump is. So I just wanted to share that information today, because everybody's wondering why a bunch of white people are moving to the United States from South Africa. So I thought I would share that today. Have a good day.
Was an act of violence, and I'm tired of acting like it wasn't. He is not a first-time candidate. Everyone is well aware of the hate that he has for people that are not white, straight, Christian, male. He has had more than enough time to show you how horrible of a person he is. Saying that you were just voting for certain policies doesn't fly anymore. We knew about Project 2025 before it took effect. We knew that he wanted to dehumanize entire populations before he started doing that. Multiple people warned Americans the trouble that they were in by voting him into office. We told you guys that his policies would ultimately affect even his supporters as well. There is no excuse for voting for him. Some of you may have seen the video that I posted about family conflict that I was having, and I will take responsibility for posting that video. I should not have aired my family's dirty laundry. I do believe, in the same breath, that if you voted for Trump, you should stand on it. You don't get to be upset when people call you out for your behavior that affects them personally. Like I said, voting for Trump was an act of violence. It was not just a vote. This is unlike any other election that we've had in American history. There's a reason that some people keep their vote private. It's because deep down, maybe not even deep down, but somewhere they know that it's wrong. And they want to be able to show their hatred for other groups in private and not have any consequences for it. So while I recognize that posting about that conflict with my family was not in my best interest or a good decision, and I recognize that social media can do damage in your real life if you don't use it the right way, Trump supporters should not be able to live peacefully after they committed such an act of violence against others. So many of us are being affected on a daily basis as a result of their choice to vote for him. I never believe people when they say that they can't possibly be racist because they have black family members, because they will always choose the comfort of their whiteness over having empathy for non-white people. Whenever they have black family members or non-white family members in general, and those people call out any type of hurtful behavior, they are immediately isolated, ostracized, villainized, you name it. And they will almost always choose their whiteness over you and quickly remind you that they've only tolerated you all these years. They will never choose you because you are not really one of them.